Hi, Sijo. Good morning. I'm Jasmine, one of the registered nurses working in this renal ward. How are you feeling today?
Sister, I'm not feeling well, sister. I'm terribly frustrated.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sijo, to heard about this. Can you describe me about your fear about your condition? What you feel? You said you verbalized that you are not feeling well and you are worried about your disease condition. Can you describe me furthermore?
Sister, as you know, all my condition, I'm worried about my condition. Like, as you know, like I'm having end-stage renal disease, and I'm going to die anytime. So I'm really worried about my condition.
Yes, Mr. Sijo, I can understand your feeling, and here I want to reassure you that you can improve your condition by doing this dialysis for 3 times in a week. Okay, without doing dialysis, and it will be, I'm sorry to say this, it will be worsen your condition. And I want to emphasize here that you have to do the dialysis for your condition to improve better. Are you able to follow me?
Yes, sister, but I don't like, I hate doing dialysis, and I feel I will. Doctor told me regarding the transplantation, but I feel that I will not get any donor for adequate. So that's the reason I feel depressed.
Yeah, I can understand, Sijo, your feelings, but here I want to reassure. There are, in my experience, I have seen so many patients like your condition that they register for the donor and waiting for the donor to find, and we got the donors for those patients, and they did the renal transplantation, and they are improved in their condition. I have seen so many in my experience. So don't lose your hope that sure we will get donor for your renal transplantation. Is that okay?
Okay, sister, but still I feel I don't need any dialysis. I still feel worried. I still worried, sister,
Oh,
about my
I'm
condition.
sorry, but you should have a courage, and you should have a hope that you will get, surely you will get the donor. And do you have any other concern?
Yes, sister, regarding doctor told me like something like a resuscitation. I don't know, sister, what is that?
Yeah, resuscitation means you, as you feel that your condition is very bad and you felt afraid of your disease condition. There are certain time that you may go into some serious condition. So that time the doctor needs to intubate you and put him on ventilator. So that's what they explain to you. If you are worried and if you are not willing for that further support care, and there are counselors, they can give you the counsel regarding this resuscitation and all. So I will be uh, telling them to give you some counsel regarding this. Is that okay?
Okay, sister, but still I am still reluctant to see a counselor because I know I will die within a time. I don't know, but I'm still disagree with your option like
Oh,
counselor.
oh, I can understand, Mr. Siju. Okay. And in that case, you need to give your written consent that you don't want to resuscitation and further care and management. You have to give in the because as a hospital policy, we have to as a staff working in this hospital, we have to obey our policy that we have to give respect for our patients desire and their willingness. Okay, if in that case you have to put it in written that your wishes regarding your treatment. Is that okay?
Okay, sister. So would you mind? Can you please inform our parents, my family also regarding this? With their present, I can sign it.
Yes, Mr. Sijo, we do respect our patients' feelings and their opinion, and sure, we will allow your family to be with you all the time. Okay, it's the most important thing that we will give our respect to our patients. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I will be around here. If you have any other concern, you can call me at any time. Okay.
Yes, sister. Thank you, sister.
Okay, Mr. Sijo, take care.
All right, both of you have done a wonderful job. I'm really happy to go through your role play conversation and provide you the feedback. Okay, so the first thing is your introduction was absolutely fantastic. Okay, your introduction was absolutely great. I'm really amazed at the way you started, at the way you have been talking. You have been polite throughout the role play conversation. That is very good. That's really good. That's one of the key qualities everyone should hold to work in a healthcare setting. And you have done a good job. Okay, so you have been polite, calm, okay, gentle throughout the role play conversation. So that's really good. Right, that's a very good thing. Okay, that is definitely needed, for everyone. Okay, and the other thing is you have been committing some grammatical mistakes throughout your role play conversation. You said, I'm sorry. This is what we call the false starts. Okay, false starts need to be avoided. You don't need to repeat the same thing twice. Do you understand? And then you have committed the same mistake here as well. Can you describe your problems, your issues, and so on? So again, false starts. So false starts should not be committed. Okay, or you need to reduce them as much as you can. Another recommendation for you is to give pauses between two sentences. Please give small pauses of 1 to 2 seconds between two sentences. It's really important that you do this. Okay, all right. And then you have given some background noises, like so some background noises were committed, not in great numbers, but maybe slightly. Okay, so background noises could have been avoided. You haven't committed so many, but some of them. Okay, so that could have been avoided. And then you said it will be worsen. Okay, you said it will be worsen, isn't it? Yeah, so sorry, it will, you said it will worsen, I think so. Yeah, somewhere like it will be worsen. So that's wrong. Actually, it will be worsened. It will be worsened. Okay, yeah, that's what you gotta use. And
Okay.
the other thing is emphasis. It's actually, I would like to emphasize. Okay, but the way you have pronounced was emphasize. I would like to emphasize. That's what you said. So this one was mispronounced, unfortunately. Okay, that's not good. All right, the next one is let's say you have used to improve your condition better. Okay, to improve your condition better. That's wrong. It's wrong. The reason is that you can just simply mention to improve your condition. That's it. You don't need to say better. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
because
sir.
it's not good. Otherwise you can say to achieve better health and well-being. That is also fine. So you should say to
Okay.
improve your health
Condition.
condition. Yeah, or condition or health condition. That's okay. All right, you don't need to say better, or to achieve better outcomes, to achieve better health, or to achieve better well-being, and so on. And then you said, you have said, I can understand your feeling. Okay, you have used this phrase so many times and it's not good. You have used at least twice or thrice. Okay, so you have
Okay.
repeated,
3 times. I think.
yeah, at least 2 or 3 times. You have repeated this phrase at least 2 to 3 times. Okay, so you should have used what you can say, at least different phrases. You know, you don't need to repeat the same ones again and again. So try to use different phrases. Okay, and then you said so many patient. That's wrong. It's so many
Breaking your
patients.
voice.
It's so many patients. Okay, all right, you should say so many patients. Okay, that's correct. All right, so many patients. Okay, and the next one would be for those patients. You should have used you know, the phrases properly. Okay, and then you know, you were able to reassure. So the good thing is you were able to reassure the patient. Sorry, you were able to reassure. You were able to reassure the patient. It's really good. You know, I'm very happy with that. And then the next one is you said you will get, you will surely get. Okay, you said you will surely get, you will get. You don't need to, you know, use the same phrases again and again twice. Okay, so again, false starts could have been avoided. False starts are one of the major mistakes you have committed throughout your role play card, and that's not good. You have mentioned the certain time. That's not certain time, but certain times, because you wanted to say something in plural on, you know, at certain times, and then you can go ahead with that. And then you said intubate, intubate. Okay, twice. Intubate you. The doctor will intubate you. So that's what you said. Okay, so false starts. That's not good. And then you said further again, further support. That's another issue. False starts. Okay,
Further stuff.
did you say further, but the way you have pronounced it wasn't correct.
Okay.
And then you have said counselor, and then
Will
counselor.
counsel you.
Yeah, again twice. I think you said the same thing twice. Counselor, or so on. Like, you know, twice. Okay.
You counsel.
Yeah. So you said, I think you said counselor, and then counsel, and so on. So that's not good. Okay. False starts. All right. And then some unnecessary pauses were noted in near the end of the role play conversation. So some unnecessary pauses were noted in the end of the role play. I mean, close to the end of the role play conversation. Okay, that's not good. Okay. All right. What else? Don't want to resuscitation. So you said don't want, if you don't want to resuscitation. So that's what you said. Don't want to resuscitation. So you should say, if you don't want to be resuscitated. Okay, if you don't want to be resuscitated. All right. That's one way. Okay, resuscitated. That's one way. Or you can say, if you prefer not for resuscitation, you can also use, you know, if you prefer not for resuscitation, you can say, if you prefer not for resuscitation. That is also correct. You need to ensure that you speak, you know, grammatically correct and complete sentences. Okay, do you understand? And then he said, if in that case. Okay, if in that case. No, both of them are the same thing. So use either. Use either of these phrases. You can say if or in that case. And again, you have used some kinds of background noises like and so on. So background noises could have been rectified, okay, to some extent. All right. Okay, what else? Okay, vocabulary is absolutely fine. I'm happy with the way you have been using the words. Okay, vocabulary is great, and it is formal. So it is really formal. So most of the words are formal. So I'm very happy with that. Connectivity, another area you need to focus on is connectivity. Connectivity is an area of improvement. You have to use connecting phrases. Like I taught you, you know, in those strategies, you have to apply them so that you can see improvement in your score. You are able to establish good rapport with the patient. Okay, sorry. Good rapport with the patient. So that's really good. I'm very happy with the way that you have been doing this. Okay, you are very polite. You are able to understand the concerns of the patient as well. That's really good. You're able to understand the concerns raised by the patient. Okay, so that's really, really good. I'm very happy with this one. All right, just a second. Okay, so it's a good thing. Pronunciation could have been better. At least couple of words, were mispronounced. Pronunciation could have been better. Grammar is another area of problems. Okay, so you were unable to use the grammatical structures properly. You have committed some of the grammatical mistakes. Okay, that need to be addressed. All right, but apart from that, this one is much better. I'm very happy, to assess your role play. Let me give you the expected score. All right, so the first thing is introduction is good. I'm very happy with that. Some of the false starts were committed, which could have been avoided. Okay, and then you have been using, you haven't been using the small pauses between two sentences. That is another issue. Background noises, some of the issues with the grammar and things like that. Mispronunciation. You didn't pronounce, intubate properly for the first one, and then you have used intubate after that properly. Okay, so false starts are one of the major issues as far as your speaking is concerned. Okay, according to me, I'm not fully convinced to give you a 350 out of 500. According to me, this one can get you perhaps really close to 350. Okay, I can give you 330 out of 500 for this role play. Okay, it's not that bad actually. It's really good, but you could have addressed all those errors. Okay, do you like my assessment? Is it appropriate?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, so the areas you excelled well is you are able to show care and sympathy towards the patient. You are able to establish good rapport. You are able to understand the patient's concerns. You were able to provide, the needy support to the patient. Okay, all those things are the grace points for you. They are saving you, from falling behind the C grade or the C+ grade. Okay, all right. So that's a good thing. Pronunciation could have been a bit better. Grammar is another area. Connectivity is the other one. Okay, false starts. So those are the areas you need to improve. Okay, if we can at least work out on these areas, you should be able to pass very well without any issues. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No worries, Jasmine. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.